Welcome to Late Nights with B and C. I'm Billy.
And I'm Casey.
And tonight, we'll be talking about the legend of Mothman. So, Mothman actually started in West Virginia, like the Point Pleasant area, and I guess they actually have like a Mothman festival, which I think is pretty cool, honestly. I wish we could do more stuff like that around here.
Yeah, I don't know that where we're at actually has any festivals or anything. I know that there's a place though where they do Bigfoot stuff, but not Mothman. We did look online and see some stuff about Mothman sightings in the area.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, the festival thing would be cool. But, yeah, I think all we have is Bigfoot. We'll talk about that at a later date, but, so when you're talking about Mothman, my question is, how do you know which part of his body is a man and which part is a moth? You know what I mean?
The big question is, does he have nipples?
Does he have nipples? Does he have man boobs? I have questions. They deserve answers.
He's a Mothman. Does he have a belly button?
That's true. Did he hatch from an egg? Does he love lamps?
Does he love lamps? Does he fly towards the moon?
I want to believe that he does. I want to believe that he does a mating call at the moon and gets very excited.
There are reports of him stealing people, though.
That's fair. I would steal people, too. People are pretty cute sometimes. But,
Sometimes.
you know, then you go to jail.
Then there's jail.
But, yeah. If he did have nipples, I don't know if it all depends on really what body parts he inherited from the moth and which parts he inherited from the man. So if he was to, let's say, get the torso of a man, maybe his nipples would still be in the same place, but if he had the torso of a moth, would his nipples be somewhere else?
From all the pictures that you see online, his torso is of a person. He's got moth-like wings, but I think the only reason that he's called Mothman is because he's out at night. His other name that we saw on Wikipedia was Winged Man.
Winged man.
Winged Man. So that just means that it's a man with wings that has glowing red eyes.
Okay, but who was the person who got close enough to be like, oh, yeah, that's a man with wings?
Probably one who got abducted and then fell from the sky.
Just plummeted towards Earth. My leg. Oh, crap, that was Mothman.
Damn, I missed my chance to interview him.
Right? Yeah, I should have clipped a selfie.
Clipped a selfie.
Yep, you clip them nowadays. Hang them to dry. Let them flow in the breeze. But, yeah, I don't know if he has nipples. Does he have hands? Because, you know, who is inspecting the Mothman to know, yep, he's got 5 fingers.
People with eyes.
Whoa, what a concept. How tall is he, normally?
Well, according to the Wikipedia page, he's about the height of, I don't know, taller than a 6-foot dude. Like, he's...
Well, that's the little taller than me.
The little picture showed, like, a full-sized average person, and then Mothman was, like, 1.5 of those. So he's freaking huge.
I'm not okay with that. I wouldn't want to be taken away by a giant winged man.
Winged man.
A giant winged man.
What
a name.
Do you think Mothman could have existed back in, like, Babylonian periods, and that's where the aliens... Or not aliens, the angels came from?
I mean, yeah. Maybe they mistook a Mothman for an angel. And they're like, this man knows things.
Mothman comes from the sky. Fear not.
I bring good news.
Don't be afraid. I'm just a Mothman with lots of eyes.
I got questions. I wonder if a moth just fell in love with a man. Mothman. Is there no moth women?
That's another good question. No, I'm still on the nipples thing. Does Mothman have nipples?
If there's women, that kind of answers the question.
No, there is no question. Wait, what? No. Where's the women? Where are their nipples?
Where are the nipples? I mean,
I did do some research. Last time we talked about this, couldn't find anything about the nipples. But moths do have ears located on their shoulders.
So you're saying his nipples could be on his shoulders?
Moths don't have nipples, but he is half man. So he would theoretically have to have nipples, but if he has the head of a moth, then his ears would have to be on his shoulders.
That's fair.
Like right above his wings.
That's just so inconvenient.
Would they be human ears?
Ew.
Or would they just be like eardrums?
Oh god. Okay, I feel like they'd have to be human ear. No?
Like owls.
Maybe they're antennae.
He doesn't have any antenna.
That's sad.
He's got like a round head with 2 beady red eyes.
I feel like if he just had eardrums on his back, though, that would make him kind of... Somebody could stab him in the eardrum, okay? Design flaw.
But he is super tall, so they'd have to be like jumping
or
on him.
Or if he's flying through the trees.
Shoot an arrow at him. That'd still hit him on from the underside.
What I'm saying is, though, something's going to get poked on that eardrum if it's just an eardrum. And man, is he going to be irritated.
Do you think he sleeps?
Do moths sleep?
Yeah. They take naps.
Then maybe he just
but
naps.
They like cling against things to sleep.
I want to believe that Mothman just hugs a tree and falls asleep. Maybe he makes like little cooing noises.
Little cooing noises.
Yeah, as he caresses the tree and falls asleep.
Coo.
Yeah, he's pigeon noises. That's what he does when he sleeps. But I don't know about the whole eardrum thing on his shoulders. I feel like that's just a design flaw. Let's just say his nipples are on his shoulders, you know?
No, it's
yes, it would be for carrying children.
Okay, hold on, what? For carrying children.
Yeah, so if he...
So where are the Mothman babies?
So I'm saying, let's say Mothman and Mothwomen, okay? Moth people. Have some moth children.
Moth people from West Virginia.
Yeah, Pleasant Point, thank you. Have some kids, and, you know, mom's busy with her hands abducting people to, I don't know, sacrifice.
Yeah, but if she had nipples, they'd also be on her shoulders.
Yes, okay, look, I'm getting to the point, woman.
Okay.
All right. So, she's busy, you know, using her hands, you know, abducting people and, you know, maybe stealing some snacks. I don't know what they do with their spare time. A lamp. She's taking a fucking lamp.
Okay.
And the children just kind of cling on her back like a possum. And, you know, they get hungry while mom's traveling stealing lamps.
What do they eat besides what happens when they get weaned from the moth titty?
Maybe they go find some fruit. Or maybe they find a flower and they do like the little licking thing the butterflies do. I don't know. Some moths don't even have a mouth.
That's fair. Some moths don't even have mouths.
What a sad way to live.
They're hatched. They live as caterpillars. They turn into a cocoon. They come out. They bang each other, and then they die. There's no eating.
That's a sad way to live. I'd at least want to try something.
I mean, obviously Mothman has a mouth because people have heard him make noise. Screeching.
That's fair. You know, a lot of people say that Mothman could just be one of those giant birds, like a condor.
Condors are from the West Coast.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is, like, they're...
Maybe an eagle, like a harpy eagle. But he's like...
An eagle with a sore throat.
He's so big, though. Like, he's so much bigger.
Yeah, that's the only thing that doesn't add up.
He's so much bigger than just a large bird.
I wonder what he sounds like. Like, do you think he, like, screeches, or maybe some of them have deeper screeches? So instead of, like, ee, it's like, ee. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. It's one of those questions that...
It's because Mothman doesn't like the West Coast. He likes the East Coast. That's his home. He terrorizes the people over there and leaves Bigfoot to us.
Maybe they have, like, some sort of, like, gang wars.
Gang wars.
Yeah, you know, like Sasquatch throws
Let's
rocks.
meet in Kansas and throw some fists.
Well, I mean, like, you know, maybe Bigfoot's like, hey, I'll stay over here. You mind your own damn business. You come over here. I'm gonna start throwing stuff at your back nipples. Like,
your back nipples.
You know, stuff happens. I just want to believe. It's like maple syrup wars. There's a mafia for maple syrup. So maybe there's a mafia of
Where
Bigfoot
is there a mafia
in Canada.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Show me the evidence.
At a later date.
I want to know about this maple. I want to know about the maple syrup mafia.
We will discuss this later. But anyway.
We don't have to talk just about Mothman.
I know.
We have covered the topic. Mothman has, in fact,
we need to talk about
nipples.
Sightings. Because when people see him, it's not like, oh yeah, I was walking down the street, broad daylight, and there he was in all his glory.
Always at night.
Always at night. They don't see his full body. It's just, yeah, I saw some wings.
And some eyes.
And some eyes.
And some heard some noise.
Maybe a leg.
How does he grab them? With his hands or with his claw-like moth feet?
Does he have claw-like moth feet? Does he have little eagle claws on his feet?
Did you see the picture at the beginning of the video?
Yeah, that's fair. He does have, like, little chameleon hands.
It has, like, he's got, like, 2 in the front and 1 in the back. Does he grab people with those, or...
I think it's really, dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice.
Yeah, you know?
Some pictures show him with hands. Some pictures show him without hands, as in, like, his wings are his arms.
Well, that's sad.
But...
How does he wipe his own ass? Does he have an ass?
He probably shits like a bird.
But do moths poop like a bird?
Do moths even poop?
I would assume so if they can eat.
Some moths...
It's gotta go somewhere.
Can, in fact, eat. I wonder how that would look, though. Like, what does Mothman eat?
Well, I mean,
if he eats people, then imagine the poops that fall from the sky.
They'd be massive. They would take out a small vehicle.
Decapitate someone with some bones, because those are some massive poops falling from the sky.
I wonder if they're like an owl pellet. You can find
Ew.
old Greg's bones. Maybe that's what's happened. Like, there's not actual murders happening in the woods. Like, it's just Mothman taking a dump. And they're like, oh, somebody was killed here. Look for evidence.
And they can never find any, because does Mothman even have human DNA?
Maybe a little bit, but nothing we could track.
Not enough to qualify.
They probably just think it's the dead man's.
You know, they have confused koala fingerprints with human fingerprints.
I'd like to see a koala commit a crime. Little
with
gun.
2 thumbs.
Yeah, holding up a store with like a little handgun. You know? Give me all your eucalyptus! You know? That's the day. I will finally be able to die, is the day I see a koala hold up a convenience store. But no, nobody ever sees him in the daylight. Nobody ever sees him really doing anything. It's always, oh yeah, he tried to steal her dog. And who does that?
Oh, that's right. I remember hearing about that. He tried to take her dog. Tried to. Did not succeed.
What's his business with the dog? Is he lonely? No moth women to keep him company? So he's
probably the snacks that you were talking about earlier.
He's going to eat the dog as a snack?
I don't know. We don't know what Mothman does
well,
with victims.
If he is eating dogs for snacks, I don't like him anymore. He's off the table. Dead to me.
Well, that's probably
Call the Maple Syrup Mafia. We're taking him down.
He lives in West Virginia.
West Virginia. Mountain Mama.
Well, they say he lives in West Virginia, but there have been some sightings, so maybe those are the Mothman's children.
They're branching out. They're like, Dad, you tried to eat a dog.
We're moving elsewhere. When did they say the years were? It was like 55 to 65?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's an old man. He got kids at least.
Maybe he doesn't die.
Maybe he's asexually reproducing and just pops off some buds from his back.
Ew. Like little pimples and, oh, there's a kid.
Yep.
Oops. Thought that was acne.
Yep.
But I don't know. I like to imagine he has these big old man boobs on his back. Just flapping in the wind.
Maybe those are his wings. Maybe he's got nipples at the end of each of them. So they're like ends.
That's 100% fair.
On them back boobies.
Them back boobs that you can fly away from your hopes and dreams.
Flap his boobies into the breeze.
But how do we think he actually started? Because, like...
I don't know.
How did a moth and a man meet and go, yeah, I dig that?
No, I don't think it was... It could have been something like genetic engineering or, like...
Crazy scientist was like...
Crazy scientist.
He was like, man,
I got
this
some
guy's
DNA,
pretty cool.
And I got some human DNA, and I'm going to mix them in a tube and create a child.
And then it came out, and he was like, you know, this ain't it, Chief, and left it.
I bet you Mothman came out fully formed.
He never got to be a child?
Yeah.
Well, that's just sad. Never got to go to the park.
Probably why he abandons his children.
You know what? And maybe, let's say the scientist, created Mothman and was like, oh, my boy.
Oh, my boy.
Yeah, and then...
My son.
And then took him to the park, and all the kids picked on him because he had back boobs. and then finally, he... You have
no front nipples!
Yeah, you have front nipples. You're not cool. I don't care you got wings and claw feet. Like, maybe they picked on him so much, he was like, this ain't it, Chief. I'm leaving. And
I'm gonna go eat them kids.
Yeah, and then he got revenge later, and then, maybe he wanted a pet dog. Maybe he wasn't gonna eat it. Maybe he was like...
Well, he did let it go.
Man's best friend. I am part man.
He did let it go. Hopefully
did he let it go, or did the person, Whoopity-doopity, drop him down. He's like, oh, shucks.
It was an old woman, so obviously she wasn't jumping around. And second of all, it said he almost took the dog. So the dog must have, like, bit him or something. And
or
she threw something at him, and the dog got dropped. I mean, the dog was carried off by a spooky shadow with back nipples.
She saw the back nipples. No, I don't know. It's just such a weird concept to me that, oh yeah, he almost took my dog. Like, steal a kid. Don't take a dog. The dog's got his whole life ahead of him.
Screw them kids. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, exactly. He was doing the old lady a favor. He was looking for kids and accidentally got the dog.
It is nighttime. It's hard to see.
Yeah. Does he have good night vision? I would hope so.
He's got glowing red eyes, so
he doesn't have antennae, so like how does he, oh, there's trees over here, may not fly head first into it.
He probably puts his arms out in front of him to stop him.
He's got no sonar.
No, he doesn't.
He's got nothing.
Them back ears might help him though.
He ain't got. Wait, where are his ears if he has nipples on his back?
That's what I was saying. I said moth ears are on their shoulders.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have that. No. Maybe they're...
What do you mean
they're in his hands.
No, his ears can't be in his hands.
Why not?
Because the anatomy of a moth says that the ears are on the shoulders.
Well, shoulders are taken up by boobs. So pick another body part.
He's got the torso of a man, so why can't his nipples be on the front?
Because he'd be so much cooler if they were on the back.
We did have a whole conversation about back nipples.
But, okay, fine. So, nipples are on the front. Fine. But I'm just saying, if his...
He still doesn't have a belly button.
Depressing. Maybe that's why he got picked on. He didn't have a belly button.
I'd pick on a kid who didn't have a belly button.
What were you, hatched? We're horrible people, and I love it. But if he had ears on his hands...
Then he wouldn't be able to touch anything.
Okay, yes, he could not fondle things and feel love. But he'd be able to just stick his... Yeah, me too. Anyway, if he had ears on his hands, he'd be able to stick them out and be like, oh yeah, danger's near, man. Let me just turn my wings the other way and skeet skeet.
It'd have to be really dark for him to have to use that. But what if he can't see? And what if, like, he can't hear because there's too much wind going straight into his ear holes? Then he literally just crashes into something and his ears are broken. And then he can no longer hear anything because now he's deaf because his hands are stupid.
What about... Maybe he has little antennae. It's dark. Nobody's getting a good look at him.
That's fair. All reports never show any antenna. But
who's touching his head and going, yep, no antenna here?
I don't know. Children?
That's fair. I bet you there's a woman out there that claims she made love with Mothman.
Oh, I'm sure. That's probably why there's Mothman babies.
Just some woman was like, hey, I got lamps, and you got me. And he was like, sold, turn them lamps on. Let's go.
Turn them lamps on.
Let me see them lamps.
Let me see them lamp titties.
I'm here for the lamps. I'm gonna get a tattoo of that.
I'm here for the lamps.
Or maybe just lamp.
Just get a tattoo of a lamp and then don't tell anyone what it's about.
Get a little tiny lamp somewhere.
Yeah.
On my body. And then when somebody's like, oh, what is that? Be like, oh, yeah, it's a lamp.
It's a lamp.
It's just a lamp. If you don't know why I have a lamp, you don't need to know.
There you go. Don't need an explanation.
Got lamp? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do. I got a lamp and it's right here on my body. For Mothman.
Well, guys, thanks for tagging along on our random tangent about Mothman and his nipples and all of his weirdness that comes along with him. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to hear about anything, just drop it in the comments and we will gladly talk about it. You want to hear about the Maple Syrup Mafia? I will do research for you guys. You want to hear about Bigfoot? Which, I have a tattoo of Bigfoot. Yeah, I'm that woman. Glad to do that too. Just let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments about what you guys want to listen to, what you guys are interested in. We always need more ideas from our ever-loving 4 subscribers.
Woo!
Proud of you guys.
Living our best lives. But yeah, have a good rest of your day. Or
night, or whatever time it is, wherever you're at.
Yeah, wherever you're at, just, have have a great time. Maybe go turn on a lamp and signal Mothman. Let him know you're a lady in waiting. Or a man in waiting. We don't discriminate. All right.
Good night, guys.